Egg give me the egg. If you're single, invest in yourself and get the salmon. Don't say Tiffany told you to do the, oh, that's a lot. That's very salty. Maybe don't put half a teaspoon of salt. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're whipping up high protein, healthy, budget friendly meals that you'll actually love. Let's get started. So the first thing we're starting with is some high protein pancakes. The full thing is high protein blueberry pancakes that contain no protein powder. But we're not saying all that, okay? We're just making some high protein pancakes. I'm gonna add blueberries today, but usually I don't. But just because I want them to look prettier, because I'm doing them on camera, I'm adding blueberries, so you totally don't have to add those. Okay, let's start. So it's literally only 4 ingredients, super easy. I wrote down the ingredients here because I'm just a girl and I can't remember ingredients to save my life, even though I've made them 100 times. Promise you, they're so good. Let's get started. First of all, I'm doubling the ingredients. I don't know if I should double or triple them because I'm meal prepping. So I'm making them for today and I'm meal prepping so I can eat them like tomorrow and next as well. We're gonna start with the wet ingredients. We're gonna start with Greek yogurt. So I'm using this no-fat Greek yogurt. So the original recipe is by a different creator. I'm gonna put the full ingredient list in the description box, but I'm also gonna tag her handle in case you wanna like look at some of her other recipes because she has pretty good ones. I've only tried the pancakes, but I'm pretty sure she makes good high protein pancakes. She probably makes other good recipes. I don't know what to say, guys. I should probably bring you guys closer. But first of all, we're putting 1 cup of Greek yogurt. I don't know if I should double the ingredients. I don't think I'm gonna double them right now, honestly. We're just gonna do, no, I doubled them already. I don't know if I should triple them. We're gonna put this back in the fridge because it's yogurt. We're gonna try sitting down because I'm trying to bring you guys close enough, but it's cutting off my head. The whole situation. Okay, so we're sitting down. The next thing is eggs. The recipe calls for 4 eggs because I'm making double the actual recipe. I'm gonna rinse these real quick because, I don't know. Oh, this one cracked. Was that being raw? No, I wasn't. I think that's a factory thing. Anyway, we're gonna rinse my eggs because I grew up rinsing my eggs. Let me know if that's weird or you guys have the same childhood. I mean, eggs are laid, so they're coming out of their mom's whatever. You want to rinse that off, so yeah. So we have a knife. You guys, honestly, eggs give me the ick. I'm breaking them into a bowl first because I'm weird. Like, I like to take out, I don't even want to talk about it because it's going to give me the ick right now. I just want to get through the egg parts and keep moving, but let me do that. So I saved the last egg to pour on camera with you guys. That's it. The last liquid ingredient is honey. Honestly, just put as much honey as you want. It like all depends on your personal preference, sweetness preference. She uses maple syrup, but I use honey. Like honey's my sweetener, so you're gonna mix them together. I don't know if I do have a whisk. I'll probably get that right now. I've never used my whisk to make pancakes. I don't think so. But I think I'll use it today. I'll give that a try. But yeah, when you make pancakes, you're supposed to mix all the liquid ingredients together and dry ingredients together before like combining everything. You guys see? The next thing is flour. And I like to use a mix of oats and regular white flour. Because I like to include the oats because it's just healthier. So to make the oats flour, I just blend it. I just blend regular oats and you have your oat flour, period. Okay. So that's blended. And you can totally do one or the other. It doesn't have to be both. You can totally do just the white flour or you can totally do just the oats. I like to mix it because I found that whenever I use oat flour on its own, it doesn't really hold well. Like the pancake mixture tends to be more, what's the word? It's not as firm. The pancakes are never as firm. So I just like found the sweet spots and yeah. So because actually this recipe calls for a half cup of flour. So because I'm doing 2 servings instead of 1, that's why I'm doing half cup of oats and half cup of like regular flour. If the recipe if I was doing one serving, I probably would have just done the flour because it's just stressful to like divide it, like divide the half cup. Yeah. And then you mix and your pancake mixture is ready. Honestly, she used more stuff. She added like baking powder, but she added baking powder, she added like vanilla syrup. Honestly, I just feel like those things are necessary. My pancakes turn out fine without them. I mean, if you want your pancakes like fluffy, you can add the baking powder, but yeah, I don't care. So I just added like the essentials and that's enough for me. You're not supposed to over mix your pancake mixture actually. You guys see. Okay, so the next thing is frying the pancakes. I'm using some avocado oil and it's hot, so I'm gonna put in my pancake batter now. So I put in the first one and I forgot that I wanted to add some blueberries. So we're just gonna add like a handful of that into the mixture and just like fold that in, try not to break it up. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how pretty this one is. The one I added the blueberries to, so pretty. Trying to pick it up, hold on. So the one below is like regular. It's still good, but like this one is just so much prettier. So these are the pancakes. This is how they turned out. If you want to add more protein, you can add like some Greek yogurt on top of that. Yeah. And honestly, I'm gonna add some honey too for more sweetness. I think it looks so pretty. Okay, so let's try them. I already know they're gonna be good because I've had them before. It tastes really good. In my opinion, it tastes really good. The only thing I feel like they would have done better with is more sweetness. I don't think I added enough honey, or maybe I'm just a sweet tooth, but I feel like, but that's why you have like syrup or like honey to put like as a topping if you feel like the sweetness is not enough. But yeah, I feel like that's the only thing. Apart from that, they're real good and you should give them a try. Okay guys, so it's time to prep the next thing. We're making a savory meal next. So we're making some salmon and some savory baked potatoes. I know I said budget friendly and you're probably looking at me like, salmon? How is salmon budget friendly? But I promise you, this one, the Fairmount wild caught pink salmon, family size from Aldi, is like super affordable. Maybe not super, but it's like budget friendly. And salmon is also really good for you, so like, it's okay that, it's not even expensive, but it's okay if it's not the most affordable fish because it also has like health benefits. So invest in yourself, especially if you're single. If you have kids, you know, and a whole family of like 5-6 people, maybe it's not the most budget friendly thing, but if you're single and you're only feeding yourself, invest in yourself. Okay, and get the salmon. But it's also not that expensive, I swear. This one from Aldi, I promise. The next thing is to make the seasoning for the salmon. I'm using some avocado oil. You guys, do you know that? So we're using 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. I always thought that olive oil was like the best heart healthy oil. But recently I saw a video from like a heart doctor. I don't know if they're called cardiologists. I really don't know. But basically he was saying how olive oil doesn't do well under high temperatures, like for baking, cooking. That avocado oil is actually the best heart healthy oil for like cooking, and that olive oil is better for sauteing and like dressing, you know, things that you don't really have to cook. That was so interesting, and I'm happy because I always got avocado oil because it's relatively cheaper than olive oil, but I'm also glad that it's also what I actually should be using. So that's something to note. Anyway, so we have this and we're gonna put the seasoning. Honestly, I'm not the best with like measuring, you know, spices and seasonings, but we're gonna put a half teaspoon of salt. I'm hoping I'm not over seasoning this. Luckily, I'm the only one eating it. Garlic powder, because garlic is always a good idea. Crushed red pepper, because that is yummy. I'm gonna add some paprika for color, because yeah, just for some color. And some black pepper. Feeling like too much spice, maybe don't add, maybe pick one, okay? Pick black pepper or red pepper, like maybe don't do both. Don't say Tiffany told you to do both. We're gonna give that a good mix. I actually think I'm gonna add some more oil because I think my seasoning, honestly, you can even taste it. Yeah, I forgot. You can taste it. So I'm gonna give this a good mix and like taste it to see. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's very salty. Maybe don't put half a teaspoon of salt. I don't know, but that's kind of salty. Ooh. Or maybe just because it's concentrated right now. I'm opening my second bottle. I bought this one today. Okay, I think we're good. I'm not trying to finish it, please. budget friendly. You have to ration the oil. So I'm also gonna prep some Brussels sprouts and some broccoli to bake with my fish because we need veggies, you know? So let's do that. I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed. First of all, let's line the baking pan with some parchment paper. I get this one from Amazon. Honestly, when you're baking, parchment paper is always a good idea. It just helps you not have to do too much scrubbing when you're done using your baking pan. It's like the baking pan is barely even dirty because the parchment, because everything, all the liquid and everything was on the parchment paper. Okay, so you just squeeze that and then you line it. So you guys, I don't know if this is bad, but I'm just gonna confess on here. I don't wash my salmon when I take it out of the pack. I just put it straight on the parchment paper. Is that bad? Is that bad? Am I supposed to wash it? I just feel like fish is a little bit delicate. It's not like meat and chicken. That's like, I don't know. That's how I feel about fish. Like, look at this salmon. It looks like it's gonna scatter if I wash it. Why is it frozen? I left it out to thaw. It's been out for like 4 hours. It's still frozen. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm just putting these. Let me prep my veggies and then I'll come back on here to season everything together. For my veggies, I'm using Brussels sprouts. So I just took a little bit. I'm keeping the rest for next week because remember, we're budgeting. Like, we're not trying to finish everything in one day. So I just obviously they're whole like this, and I just cut them in half and put them here. Same thing for broccoli. We have 2 heads of broccoli. I just took one out. I'm gonna put these in the freezer and I'm gonna just take some of these. I'm not even using everything. So I'm using half. Maybe I'll use this one. Yeah, I'll use this one. Let me put this one here right now. So honestly, it should come apart at this point. Yeah, so we just have like this. So I'm just gonna do this. Then I'm gonna wash my broccoli. So I washed my broccoli, and honestly, I'm just gonna put the Brussels sprouts in here for now. Let me season my fish. So remember our little mixture? We're just gonna take a little bit, rub that all over the fish. This fish is frozen. I don't like that. Like, I can feel it. Okay, so drop this here. We're gonna season this. So this is what everything looks like when it's all seasoned. As you can see, the seasoning, like the 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, and the seasoning really does go a long way. So we're just gonna set our timer for bake for 400. Start. So I'm gonna set a timer for 12 minutes and then we'll check on the fish, but it should be ready in 12 minutes. Okay, so the fish is actually ready, but I learned a tip from another creator on YouTube. So basically what he would do after baking his fish was to broil it. So he would broil the fish for 4 minutes. So we're gonna do the same thing. And what broiling does is it gives it like a crispy outer layer, but I'm gonna broil it with the door open so I can monitor it and it doesn't like overcook, because broiling can quickly like burn your fish. Okay, so it's ready. You see how the red light is on? I think that's the broiling effect. But we're done here. So this is our fish. I think it looks really good. Fish is ready and it's time to make the potatoes. I'm using Honey Gold bite-sized potatoes. But basically, they're already really small, but you're supposed to cut them to 1 inch each. I'm still gonna cut them, but I'm gonna wash them first. Okay, so I'm trying to like pat them dry because I honestly don't want them to be wet. I'm trying to make them crispy, like nice, savory, crispy. Why am I breathing so hard? Like, I went upstairs and now I'm breathing so hard. Like, what is the issue? Okay. So I'm just trying to do that. So I'm gonna put the recipe in the description box, but I got this recipe from Instacart, because they do show you recipes of like what you can make with like the ingredients you're buying, which is nice. So this recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of oil. We're gonna do 1, 2, and then 1 teaspoon of salt. This is half a teaspoon, so we're doing another one. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. Half a teaspoon of black pepper. And then we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning. It actually says rosemary, but I don't have rosemary. But I know Italian seasoning has rosemary in it, so that's what we're doing. And then some garlic. So I'm just gonna mince this, chop this up, and put it in, and then give everything a good mix. So that's my garlic. It's minced. Okay, so all the ingredients are in. We're just gonna toss it and maybe give it a little mix. But it looks so good. Look at it. So the instructions say to bake at 400 degrees. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm preheating the oven right now, so. Classic me. So I think the what's it called now? I can't speak. I think the thing to do with potatoes, since I can't remember, is really to just make sure they're on a single line and make sure they're not overlapping each other. Make sure like they're not on top of each other. I'm gonna show you guys in a minute what I mean. But just make sure everything is like on its own, like it's like a single layer and not like you're not like on top of each other. So I'm actually gonna get a second baking pan just to make sure. I want to taste this. That's so good. Let me wash my hands. Oh my god, but it's so savory and it's so good. Trust me, it's so good. This is what I was trying to explain. Make sure everything is on a single layer. And if you need to get a second tray, like I did here, make sure it's better to have 2 trays than for them to like be sitting on each other, because then they probably wouldn't turn out crispy enough. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven right now. Okay, so the potatoes are halfway done, but it's time to like mix them so they cook evenly. Just give them a good mix. But you can see they're getting brown. Just tasted one. And it's so good. So this is how the potatoes turned out. They don't look that good, but they're very tasty. I'm gonna let them cool down and then I'm gonna pack them up. So these are my meal prep bowls. I have about 3 here, and I'm just gonna divide my potatoes, fish, and veggies into the bowls. Honestly, I feel like this would be like for two days. I think 3 days is a stretch. So I think I'm just gonna use both of these bowls. Hi, you guys. Honestly, the camera angles are crazy. At this rate, the only time you guys will be able to see me and see what I'm doing is when I'm sitting down. And I've just made my peace with that because I'm tired, okay? It's already past 8. I'm tired. Okay, so these are our bowls. I got these bowls from Amazon. And I think they're so cute. I don't even know how many potatoes I'm gonna put for each one. These potatoes are so good. You guys seriously need to try them. So I think I'll just use like the potatoes on this tray for this one, and the potatoes on this tray for this one. Cause I'm trying so hard not to eat the potatoes, but they're so good. Okay, I think this bowl might be too small, but we're just gonna take a piece of fish. And we have a meal. It's so good. Try it, guys. We're gonna repeat. We're just gonna keep this angle because I kind of like it. I'm about to show you our final meal for today. We have a tortilla and some refried beans. This meal is great for when you're in a time crunch and you still want something healthy, protein packed, and not too high in calories, okay? So tortillas are very high in calories, but if you get the one that says Carb Watch, and you make sure to check the back, this one has 70 calories per tortilla. And you probably are only gonna eat 2. So that is I feel like that's very good. And then this one is literally beans. It's refried beans, fat-free. So you should always get the one that is fat-free. I'm gonna make it to show you guys how you do it. So yeah. Basically, I can't really speak for other brands of refried beans, but I really like this one by Casa Mamita. Let me show you guys. You literally So the serving size is half cup. So if you eat half cup of this, you're only eating 100 calories. And that's so filling. Like if you eat a half cup of this, you're gonna be so full, and it's only 100 calories. And it's beans, it's literally protein. So there are two ways to make it. So you can either make it on the stove top or in the microwave. I've only done the microwave version. Honestly, if you want to add more seasoning to it, if you taste it, it's not to your preference and you feel like it needs more seasoning, then maybe you should do it the stovetop way, so you can make it, so you can add like more seasoning to it. That's literally how it looks, okay? So I'm just gonna pop this in the microwave to show you guys, you know, how I eat it. But it's literally beans, yeah. Okay, we're gonna do 2 minutes. And after like a minute, I'm gonna take it out and like stir it. So it doesn't look great. I know, but beans, like what is beans supposed to look like? So I just warmed it. You can see the steam. So this is literally how it looks when it comes out the microwave. And just give it a good stir. The tortillas, if you've had one before, you know that you can like warm it in like a pan. Like you can heat it up or like in a microwave. But honestly, I think I like how it tastes as is, like right out the pack. I just really like the taste. So you place one. Ooh. You just like, honestly, you can probably even put like more things in this. But this is how I eat mine. Like I had 2 this morning and I was fine. So, and you just roll it up. And it's, honestly, I'm gonna have it now because it tastes good. And honestly, this 70 calories, I don't even know, because if half of this is 100 calories, then, and I didn't even use like a half for this, I don't even know, I'm probably eating just about 100 calories. So there's 70 calories from the tortilla, and I don't know how many calories for like this, for like what's in here, but it's carb friendly. It's high in protein, it's budget friendly, it's time friendly. Like you don't have to do like all the cutting and chopping I've been doing for like the rest of the meals. I think it's perfect. Okay guys, so we've come to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed filming it for you, and I'm so full because I literally ate everything I made. Like I didn't finish it, but I tried every single thing. Yeah. If you liked any of the meal options, and if you watched till this point, leave me an emoji of the meal you're gonna try. So if you like the pancake, leave me a pancake emoji. If you like the potatoes and fish, leave me a potato emoji. If you like the tortillas and refried beans, leave me a taco emoji, so I know. Yeah, and if you like the video, leave me a like. I'll comment on what kind of videos you want to see. If you want to see more of these videos, let me know. I do have some more recipes I don't mind sharing. And subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!